again. Episode 39, Freestyle with Trevor Ariza. First, let me show you some of those step back moves that I've been practicing with Damian Lillard. I'll take 5 of those, and then I'll take about 20 shots with Ariza. Whew! Would you look at that? Okay. So we're 1 for 4 so far. 1 for 5. Let's get that a little better. That's 2 for 6. That's 2 for 7. 2 for 8. I'm not going to try this too much until I get some more practice in this. So that's 3 for 10. Not the greatest. Now we got Trevor Ariza. Let's see, where's his eye? Okay, so he's got a pretty quick release. It's like 3 for 7 or something. Let's go over to this side, take some shots here. This release is a little tricky. He's really a corner 3 shooter though. Can I take a step back with him? Very early. Yeah. That's too late. Alright, let's take 5 more shots here on the left, and then I'm going to start playing the game against the Bulls. little more than 5. All right. So I kind of get his release right now. We're probably going to miss a few first shots that we take with him, but I'm happy having a 3-point small forward, defensive small forward, to come off the bench against instead of Evan Turner. Let's check out his stats again. What's his rebounding like? C-, not the best. Actually, I have to do his player training regimen. But I'll do that after this game. I'll just keep him like this for now. Let's go. 74% team chemistry. I hope this works out. Should be able to beat this team.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, as good as they've been, they know this one won't be easy. Trying to steal a road win against a very capable team, and both teams are up for this one. And guys, it's hard to believe that for a portion of his career, Hassan Whiteside was having a hard time getting minutes at all. He was even out of the league for a few years. What clicked for him to become the player he is today?
Well, I've talked to him personally, Ernie, and he understood his work and focus was all he needed to be in the NBA. He started playing to his strengths. Every now and then he does silly stuff. I'll call him and say, hey, straighten up. That's why he got the big contract, Ernie.
Yeah, there seem to be times when he's not exactly dialed in.
He's not dialed in, but he's a young player. But, you know, when I don't see him dialed in, then that's when I dial in and say, yo, man, you got to get dialed in.
And he takes your call.
Oh, of course he does.
Well, you know, it's hard to get second chances in this league, but he's made the most of them. And when he's making the most of them, he's getting them SLNs. You know what that is.
Shaq like numbers.
Without question.
That's what that meant. Wow.
Thanks, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny.
That'll do it for now. We send you to Kevin Harlan, who's got the call.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Nope.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer
Chris Webber.
Aldridge. The Pacers will play just this one game on the road before returning back to Indiana. And, of course, Trevor Ariza. It's a big day for him playing with his new Pacer teammates for the first time.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype, or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Nate McMillan took over as coach of the Pacers last season. Now, his previous head coaching job had been 5 seasons prior. He said, now, there's a lot of old school in me, but I do understand you have to adapt with this generation of players, the millennials, and how you communicate. They want to bring that old school discipline to this team. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. Well, Chris, as we get deeper into the season, it becomes clear to us, the fans, who the real title contenders are. You were on some teams that were considered title contenders. When did you know that this was the way your team was going to go?
Well, I think you know you can go all the way when you come in to training camp.
Yo, thank you, Crazy K. I appreciate that.
Player's skill set, you know.
I'll check out your stream.
You understand the chemistry. I don't think any team comes together in the beginning of the season and doesn't expect that they can win a championship, the ones that really have a legitimate chance. It's not like you can say, hey, I didn't know we were that good. Hey, we can vie for the championship. No, I think most teams go into this season from last year saying, you know what, next year is our year, and that's how
we're going to have to play seriously good on offense here since
that's how we approach it.
We got that low team chemistry.
We don't even mention championship. You say, hey, we need to get better every day. That's a code for we're going to be bad, but let's keep our head up and take this punch in the face and keep it going.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by
Bullock is a very bad defender.
So. On the court right now.
I think he's like D.
Markkanen is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Wade in at the 2-guard spot. Payton kicks to Portis. Pass to Whiteside. 5 to shoot. Bank shot. No good. Bulls on D. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
Now here's Barnes. Following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. He shoots again. Barnes passes to Patterson. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around.
Oh, come on, guys.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Portis, who's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
Oh, and don't forget about the heavy lifting he did on the glass all evening. He controlled the game in a number of ways. Just an unbelievable...
And one.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
And when you look at Damian Lillard, Rookie of the Year back in 2013, tremendous confidence from day one.
A quiet assassin who carries himself with humility. He lets his game do the talking.
What's up, Jack?
All right, let's go. Low team chemistry Pacers right here.
Now here's Payton. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up.
I can't wait to see Ariza play for us.
The corner, Portis. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Portis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's a good screen. Now here's Markkanen. Defense right on him. Here's Barnes. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And stolen by Barnes. Now the pass to Patterson. Back to Barnes. Stolen away.
Oh, that was just a terrible play right there.
Here's
Bullock. What was I thinking?
He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Banked in off the glass. Bullock's got 5 points so far.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Patterson a screen on Payton. Lillard attacking.
Woo!
Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, this is a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Payton with the ball. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Indiana trailing here. Lillard outside. Patterson setting the pick for Lillard. It's taken away by Payton. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Portis. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Clock at 4. They set the screen. Payton. And they'll turn it over.
Woo!
Not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Indiana.
And they took a balanced approach for the most part. They didn't get caught up in any one aspect. of the game. They got their points all over the floor.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Lillard kicks to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
All right, Barnes.
And throwing
Keep posting up against Bullock. Gonna get those points.
Favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's
I think Barnes is going to get more than 20 points this
playing
game.
time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Bullock. Whiteside, a screen on Lillard. Here's Payton. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here's Barnes. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game.
Come on, guys,
It's
defend.
just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Payton. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Oladipo left side. Dishes it to Bullock. From deep three-point range. No good there. Good D by Barnes. Indiana leading for 3. And it's good. As on the play was Lillard.
Let's go.
And that's now 9 points for Barnes.
But Lillard is great at spotting the open man. He knows it's his responsibility to get his guys going.
Oladipo against Wade. Here's Whiteside. And it's good for 2.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Patterson a screen on Payton. Here's the screen. Patterson the screen. Here's Markkanen. And the Pacers another 3.
And the shooting mechanics that Markkanen has are just phenomenal. His form, the release point, everything. It looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Here's Portis. Right side a screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
The defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
And it goes out of bounds.
Almost got that, D-Wade.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Hassan Whiteside. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 12 rebounds, and not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim.
Come on, Trevor Ariza.
Pretty remarkable.
First minutes for us.
Players getting hot offensively. He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Whiteside. Mike Scott comes in for Portis. And it's Patterson in for Reggie Bullock. That shot off. Here's Beverly. The putback. He hangs.
All right, Barnes.
Second chance points.
Killing
And
it.
the Pacers lead by 5.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Chicago's
Great
going
defense
to
from
the
Ariza.
front beyond the arc.
Good rebound.
And Oladipo kicks to Payton. Chang a screen. Over to the wing. Oladipo against Shumpert. Back to Chang. Oladipo outside. Over Shumpert. Kept alive. Outside for Jefferson. Now Oladipo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Tries again. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Solid pick to create that opening. The soft touch on the jumper.
Everly with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Let's go.
Phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Now here's Payton. It's a 5-point game. Feeds to Oladipo. Down low, here's Scott. Oh, that's blocked. Payton against Beverly from 10 feet out. The shot misses. Payton with some nice
That was
deep.
supposed to be a Euro step.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here.
Jefferson might have got that 3 over
Jordan
there. It
Mickey's
was
checked in
completely
for
open.
Payton dishes to Jefferson. Payton kicks to Oladipo. Launches it.
Oh.
Tries again. And
Good foul,
Jeffrey
good
Fields
foul.
coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Spencer Hawes.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
And he knocks down.
Come on, miss one.
So often there are some players who have one unstoppable move or something that they'll lean on if their team needs a basket. What did you feel your go-to move was when you were playing?
You know, I've said this many times. I just felt like my go-to move was just get a bucket. And so it depended on where I was on the floor. You know, I love the jump hook from the left block looking in, my 15-foot jumper, 17-foot jumper. I felt that if I came off a pick and roll and I caught the ball live, I could drive or I could shoot the jumper that if you were a big fella, you were at my mercy. And so, you know, those were really my spots on the floor to really try to do damage. So, you know, it's just about the point guard, the team that you're playing with, where shooters are on the floor in case you get double teamed and just kind of...
Come on, Mickey.
So I felt
Dieng made both of his.
Many spots on the floor, and depending on what spot on the floor, time and possession,
Woo!
that's where I was going to go and just try to be successful.
I always felt you
Still
read
back
well.
up by 5.
You reacted well after your read.
Yeah, because, you know, I grew up on teams where coaches, you know, would want me to do the correct play, and just because you can shoot a jump hook, your favorite shot over 2 people, but if you have a wide open, great knockdown shooter in the corner,
Bad
you
foul.
make that pass. And so that's what I mean about, you know, what's your favorite move? It really depends on where I was, because a lot of times it was to get my shot first, and then if I knew the defense was coming, it was to identify where that next guy was going to be. So if I didn't score, I was going to get the ball to the guy that was. It was an easy way to kind of control the pace and the play from the game from that post position.
Now here's Shumpert. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Mickey, guarded by Oladipo. That one falls.
Woo!
And the Pacers lead by 3.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Pass to Payton. There's the pick. Floats one. He can't get that one. And Indiana will come the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense...
All right, Mickey.
Night.
Killing it,
Never
man.
made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Indiana shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season
Woo!
from the free throw line.
And
Up
some
by
players
5.
who just
Up by
kinda
6
know
now.
that they'll end up
Biggest lead of the
in
game.
just the way they approach the game and go about themselves. Chris, having played Hoiberg during your career, did you ever see him becoming a head coach?
Well, it's not as easy to tell your opponents versus your teammates. Didn't have a really close relationship with them. Didn't know his expectations. Never played with him. So,
all right. Either they got 7 seconds to make a point, a bucket, or they're probably going to get this.
And so here is Indiana. Zhang the pass to Payton. Zhang a screen. Payton good. Payton's got 6.
I'd like to see a stronger pick than that, but it turns out he didn't need the help.
Beverly against Payton. Shumpert with the screen for Beverly. And he uses the pass on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense.
Let's go, Pacers.
To contain them.
Payton kicks to Scott.
I'm really liking this
Screen
trade.
by Jefferson. Scott dishes to Oladipo. Zhang with a screen on Beverly. Shot off the pick. And off the front, and in it goes. He's got 8.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Beverly sets the screen for Shumpert. There's the screen. Goes up on the block. Mickey can't hit.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Zhang, a screen. Payton passes to Oladipo. It'll count. Buried.
No!
But I don't know. I think we might see a review here.
That's going to count.
It's pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Trevor Ariza, Spencer Hawes out there with Mickey. Then there's Iman Shumpert, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. To the middle. Here's Jefferson. The go-ahead bucket.
All right, Ariza.
Even
that's why we got this guy.
Tough finishing that kind of traffic.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Mickey, and he could not get that one to go. Checked, and he'll go to the line for 2. And we hear so much about this being the era of point guards, but you look at the crop of small forwards in the league today, wow, what a lineup. And talk about versatility. There are a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, the NBA has changed a lot. The 2 guard used to be the most athletic position when you think about it with the Jordans, the Clyde Drexlers, other guys. But it's really changed. And really look at the size. Kevin Durant, I was always amazed. I'm a power forward at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than me. And he can play the point guard, so the game is evolving when you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, those type of guys. When you want to talk about versatility, playing both ends of the floor and being able to score and get buckets, these guys come to mind.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Peyton. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for the Pacers. Gary Neal comes in for Shumpert. On the wing, Scott, stolen by Thomas. And here is Neal. And Beverly kicks to Thomas. Second chance shot. Shot's good from Hawes. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
All right, Oladipo at point guard.
Oladipo dishes to Bullock. Oladipo goes in, and that one good. Oladipo's got 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Beverly, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Patrick Beverly, such an important figure on this team with his defense. He'll get right up in the face of any opposing point guard and make life difficult. He hounds every player he guards.
With Beverly, as you said, it's not his offense, but everything else that makes him valuable. Chris, his defense, his rebounding, his steals, his basketball IQ. He's got the total package.
He does, Kevin, and he can still let it fly. I mean, Beverly is a solid defensive rebounder, and he's an incredible offensive rebounder. One of the best at the PG spot for offensive rebounding.
Well, not on my team.
Here's Bullock. He has 5. Oladipo outside. Whiteside, a screen on Beverly. Here's Muscala. Markkanen pulls it. Pacers leading by 4.
What a rebound.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Beverly kicks to Markkanen. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. The Pacers beat them last time when these 2 teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, and
did we really?
Last time these 2 teams met, and really free throws were the story.
So we've already played them twice.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Whiteside, no good.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Here's the dish to Neal. Patterson, the screen. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Bullock.
Ooh!
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Pacers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Bullock kicks to Whiteside. Takes the 13-footer. Whiteside missing again.
All right, Dame is back in.
4. Now, here's Lillard. A 23-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
Well, and his overall aggressiveness leads him to camping out in the lane. It's a no matter what you do type scenario.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen. Markkanen's got the lead up to 6 now for Indiana.
Look, you got to keep.
All right, everybody's scoring a few points so far.
On that block and imposes his will.
Stolen by Markkanen. Right side, the pass to Muscala. Lays it up off the glass.
Come on, Patterson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Patterson a screen on Oladipo. Lillard attacking. Can't connect from short range.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time. Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to it.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Whiteside sets the pick for Oladipo, and he gets the shot after coming off the pick. Oladipo's got 4 this quarter.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Lillard attacking, and that one good. Lillard's got 7.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
The feed to Whiteside. It's blocked, and they get it back. Indiana leading by 4. Lillard left side. That's good. And it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps.
One more like that, and he's on fire.
Out to the right wing. Bullock dishes to Whiteside. outside Jefferson. And Muscala has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Bullock. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 8.
Well, that's what I'm really happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Patterson a screen on Oladipo. And Whiteside.
Damn.
Here's Bullock. Neal defending. Bullock kicks to Jefferson.
Almost got that.
To Bullock. It's Oladipo on the wing. Over Markkanen. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and then throws a shot off.
Last season, one thing this Bulls team did was attack the glass. We're used to seeing them rebound well on the defensive end. They also did great work, Chris, getting second chance points.
Yeah, you love the fight that every player has in the paint. Everyone on this roster can steal you an extra possession if you don't box them out.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Oh, that was sweet, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Not only can he set up others, but he can also be a big-time finisher. And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Lillard at time, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Damian Lillard, the originator of 4-Bar Friday. Last season, he released the letter O, his album. Featured some pretty big names.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And the first one drops. And with his own music label, he enjoys time in the recording studio.
Yeah, music, hip-hop, and basketball and sports go hand in hand. I mean,
Lillard is a good rapper. I've said it before, I'll say it
so
again.
Damian and his teammates had a chance to get in the studio at a young age. Before games, during warm-ups, they play their songs. I mean, that's what athletes do. That's where it all started.
And Chris,
all right,
of us
up by 5.
with the NBA,
Let's
either
keep this up.
broadcasters or players,
Got our starting lineup in.
they just knew that this was the game for us. Did you ever have that moment? And if so, Chris, when did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Wow, that's a great question, Kev. You know what? I have so many signature moments in my life that continually made me fall in love. I don't know if there's just one. You know, I remember, for instance, Isaiah Thomas. He won the All-Star game. I believe it was like,
let's go. And one, D-Wade.
After he had his mom come up and his mom did the interview with him, and I was there with my mom, and I remember thinking to myself, man, that would be a cool moment. Or watching Magic Johnson hoist up a championship because he was from Michigan, and I followed his career the whole time.
Let's go.
Watching him win a championship.
I'm impressed by how we're playing.
Great Magic Johnson, Larry Bird commercials. Back
defensively, it's tough, but
looking at each other, you know, that type of stuff. So, man, so many great moments, man. I can't pick one, but there's so many great moments.
Great moments indeed. Jefferson with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Jefferson passing it to Portis. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Pacers leading by 8. And Lillard kicks to Wade. And a lot of contact on that one. So that one on Jefferson. Oh, you knew that Wade was going to have a different role with the Bulls, but I don't think many saw him acting as a...
Let's go, D-Wade.
Wade has never been a good three-point shooter in terms of percentages, but when the game's on the line, you know he can knock it down. He had one of his best years in terms of percentages last season.
The Bulls making a switch here. Scott's checked in, and a change for the Pacers.
Whiteside is out.
Checked in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Up by 10.
Right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest two guards to ever play.
And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA team. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Portis, the pass to Scott to end the run. Pause with the rebound. Hawes got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard dishes to Barnes, passes it to Hawes. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful.
And they're just stuck at 39.
First one falls for him.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
And both free throws good.
You can just get to the basket now.
Well, Lillard is one of the
Whiteside is
most
out.
dangerous scorers in the game. A remarkable point guard who knows how to lead his team.
Payton kicks to Portis. Now here's Jang, guarded by Hawes. And it's going to be
Good
two
foul.
free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. 4th, Damian Lillard.
As a point guard, you want to.
Ariza is really a type of player that we need.
Every trip down the floor, and given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for him to go it alone.
He's not a stat
pace up once in a while to
type of player.
off guard.
He's going to get a lot of points, maybe not even so many rebounds or assists or blocks or. But defensively, he's just always going to do well. And if he's open in the corner, like completely open, you know he can knock down a 3 as well. Like Patterson. But better.
And he sinks the second. Indiana leading by 11. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I love the versatile defensive game of Lillard. He has so many moves and his shots in his arsenal.
17 points.
Payton outside. He feeds it to Bullock. That's in, coming off an assist from
Great
Payton.
shot.
Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
He has 3 in the game and 2 in this quarter. He is really in a groove now.
Lillard against Payton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
Went the other way this time. Crisscross. Still tried it with a left hand though. As Dieng was coming in for it.
The first one falls.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the
I
line.
thought I was going to miss that one.
Bulls trail by 12. .157 left here in the second. Ariza against Scott. Lock at 6. Here's Bullock. And the shot falls.
All right, rebound for Lillard.
Indiana leading by 12. Lillard with it. Now Payton defending. Lillard against Payton. Lillard outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Good stuff.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight. 7 of 7. And the technical free throw is good. The Pacers making a change here. Beverly's checked in.
Seconds.
1:27 left in the first half of the game. They set the pick. The 3 from Barnes. And
ooh, let's go.
He's now 6 for 10.
And that's what you give up when you.
Yo, I'm excited about how well we're playing.
A lot of times your defense is your offense, your offense is your
This
defense.
is a pretty good team.
Poor decision making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Inside, Scott. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Come on, Trevor.
Scott's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
50 seconds left to play here in the half. Barnes kicks to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hawes. It's rebounded by Portis.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Here's the screen. And Alfred Payton with the foul. Third foul of the game.
Are we at the free throw line? 7 fouls?
Third foul and a half. Coach has to consider resting him until the third quarter.
Shumpert is checked in for Dwayne Wade.
Nope.
27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Beverly fires for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Scott's got 3 rebounds now in this one. He kicks to Bullock. Pass to Payton. Good D by Ariza. Right side Shumpert. 1 second left. That misses.
Come on, Shumps.
And so it's Indiana. So a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Damian, where does that game face of yours come from?
I think it's just the Oakland in me, really. I'm sure a lot of people know about the past, the Oakland point guards with Gary Payton, Brian Shaw, and Jason Kidd. And once you get on the court, it's time to compete. Off the court, I was raised to be a good person, high character person, but on the court, in between those lines, everything is out the window. It's time to win.
That 5-1-0's coming out, Damian. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
This reminds me of myself. They're just giving away points from the free throw line. It's hard to keep pace when you keep putting guys on the line over and over. Being physical is fine, but they were out of control, way too reckless.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
Oh, excuse me.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Welcome back to the start of the second.
Oh, those cars are really fast.
But we'll see if that gap narrows down.
They can't beat us. All right, now let's go.
In the third and fourth quarters, we're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul called on the defender.
And as we welcome you back,
That's how he was rapping, man. On YouTube, there's a video of him
but you know, anything can happen.
somewhere on the
Indiana
beach.
leading by 14. Portis is out there with Whiteside. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Lillard attacking and stolen.
Oh, man, that was from Markkanen.
Oladipo with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Two turnovers for Dame.
And stolen by Patterson.
Wow, he kept his hands moving to catch his man's attention just as he was going up for that shot. Great defense there.
Wasted no time on that one. Barnes has got the first basket of the third quarter for the
That's what that sounded like.
Payton passes to Whiteside. Oladipo against Wade. Markkanen on the double team. Deflects the pass and stolen by Lillard. Here's Barnes.
I tried that step back.
Bulls trail by 16.
And really, as
had to try it. We're almost up by 20.
Were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster looking to space the floor and really fire it up.
Where are they going? Where are they going?
Is it 3? Here's Bullock. Drills it from outside.
Wow.
Bullock's got 14. Indiana leading by 13. Wade kicks to Barnes. Puts it up from 7. Barnes with another miss. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition. The Pacers do have a good collection.
Oh, my God.
Freed up. Nice work off the pick. 10 points for him.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time, that 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat, what was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever, laced them up, and Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards, and then you had guys in a system that was, just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing eras that you really can't prove it. So, yeah, of course they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play today.
And it's blocked by Whiteside, and he gets it back. Lillard with no one around.
Oh, I could have tried that step back right there, but we needed those points for sure.
Play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Pacers.
And this is a grown man shot chart right here. Not too much going on outside, but look at how things are for them in the paint. They are attacking the rim and not settling for the jump shot. And right now, it's paying off in bunches. If I'm them, then I'd continue to do the same thing going forward until an adjustment is made.
Markkanen on the double team. Here's Bullock. No good there. And that
nice, another board for Lillard.
Pacers leading by 12. Here's Wade. And that one clearly a foul. Get shots coming up. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Pacers.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively.
That's not going
to become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Whiteside sets the pick for Payton. Whiteside, a screen on Barnes. Portis, the pass to Payton. Whiteside, a screen. Payton with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Got a hand on it. Patterson with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lillard attacking. The kick out to Barnes. And the pass to Markkanen. T-Wade on the wing. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Markkanen can't get it to go. Bulls trail by
Great
13.
basketball. Just didn't get the points.
Oladipo for 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
All right, let's post up Barnes. Nope.
Payton against Lillard. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Lillard, just an outstanding player. A guy you can count on to score in the post thanks to his quick release.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Off the pick.
Oh! Come on. Did you see that? Did you see that?
That was nice.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now, here's Markkanen. Guarded closely.
And how about the hops by Markkanen?
Right back at you, Bulls.
Not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Back to Payton. There's the pick. Pass to Portis. There's the triple. But they'll get another chance. Whiteside. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Lillard. Wade outside. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. The basket good.
Oh!
Assist from Wade.
Let's
Lillard's
go,
got 7
game.
points here in this quarter.
Ooh, the
Lillard
outside
time.
stroke of Lillard. Awesome at getting his feet under him. So
It's
he can
just
bury
about
the
Lillard
shot.
time.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
So for the Bulls, Mike Muscala is checked in for Portis, and Jefferson subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And the Pacers also making a change. Mickey's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Dives for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Good job,
Moment
Mickey.
here to see some numbers for Payton. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific
Woo!
scorer.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row.
Man, we are dominating this game.
To the paint. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. Comes up empty down low.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Lillard dishes to Wade. Patterson, the screen. Wade against Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lillard. Here's Mickey. And it's off from 3-point range. Bulls trail by 21. Now with Whiteside, no matter what he's doing, he's always setting the tone the way he goes about defending the rim. It's like he's taking it personally. These guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
Arm ball.
And the
Let's
ball
go.
travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Indiana. This run now up to 13-2. Wade with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Kicks to Patterson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First one falls for him. Jang, he's checked in for Chicago.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. Chicago's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Back to Payton. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Jang with the screen for Oladipo. An amazing finish with
that guy is good.
In his face. Oladipo's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
He hasn't missed so far this quarter, and you can see why. His form is perfect, and he's taking high percentage shots.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard. Chicago's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Payton kicks to Muscala. Left side, Scott lets it go from 14. Bucket is
Come on, Wade.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Lillard with it. Now Payton defending. Payton against Lillard. To the inside. Markkanen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Markkanen is skilled at drawing fouls once he establishes position. Uses that height to get the defense to commit.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana.
Woo!
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Patterson. Riza comes in for Jordan Mickey. Shumpert is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Damian Lillard. Stolen by Markkanen. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Beverly.
Get up, Markkanen.
Beverly's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And you look at today's players, they have so many more ways to connect with their fans. But Chris, at times, do you think that
they only scored like 3 points in the last...
Every player has pressure. I don't know about added pressure, but I do think it's a different time with
3 minutes.
social media, and you can hear everyone's opinion. So I think that you need to focus more if you're an athlete. But I don't think it adds more pressure. Because whether or not someone can type it or say it in your face or boo you at a game, you're going to hear those words.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the shot goes.
And one on the Euro step.
Contact comes Beverly. I mean, he's a pro at finishing, absorbing it so well on these shots.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
That's good from Beverly. And here is Payton. He's got 8.
And we got Ariza in. Not Turner. Not Shumpert.
Dishes it to Oladipo.
On the small forward. We got Shumpert here on
To
Oladipo.
stop the run. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
It's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Now here's Markkanen. He's covered by Muscala. Jacks up a 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's 13 points for Lauri Markkanen.
I think the players are liking this trade
They've been
too.
Unable to shut down the middle.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Here's Scott.
Maybe like Evan
He gives
Turner.
the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Over Ariza. Jang. And the rebound goes
Nobody
to
has scored
Ariza's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
in a face-up situation with Ariza yet.
Beverly, the pass to Markkanen. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Muscala.
We're up by 31.
Feeds to Payton. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Jang. That's in, coming off assist from Payton. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
And Beverly kicks to Hawes. Can't connect from short range.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go in the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really, it had the same effect.
Exactly.
1:35 left in the third quarter. Beverly against Payton, and Beverly kicks to Hawes. A three-pointer right on target.
Let's go.
Hawes got 7.
And that's what Beverly does best, a quick passer who distributes the ball incredibly well.
Here's the screen. Shot off the pick. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he has put forth an outstanding effort on offense this quarter. He will need to keep it up if they really want to cut into this lead.
Outside jumper from past the arc, and again it's the from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that?
What is going on here? It's a Hall of Fame
today, ending with a
Just had to check.
coming off a pretty pass.
Payton with the ball, now guarded by Shumpert.
Oh.
A wide open look here for Oladipo, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that one.
Out to Shumpert, fires the 3, bangs home the trifecta.
Oh!
Shumpert's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pacers.
99 to 66.
Now here's Payton. He's
We are
got 8.
up by 33.
There's the dish to Jang. Oladipo for 3. They get it back. Here's Scott. Hits it from 3-point range. Scott's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Smart decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapses inside.
Beverly the pass to Ariza. Here's Hawes. Misses the baby hook. Payton. It's not going to go for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Pacers running away with it from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
You mean everything, anything but not over? We won this game. There's going to be 4 in a row now again. 4-win streak. Good stuff. Very good.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Now Udrih, and so in the game for the Pacers. Patrick Beverly out there with Gary Neal. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then Spencer Hawes. And it's Davis in at the small forward position.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with
Glad
that
we didn't
turnover.
get him.
They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
Here's Beverly. And Chris, during your playing days, you were on some incredibly talented teams and also some teams that were destined to come up short, so to speak. How big was the difference in the culture between a team who might contend for a title and the culture of a team that is just trying to grow and become a good team?
You can tell the minute that you walk into an organization, which team that you're playing for, whether it's a team finding identity or a team that believes in themselves. And it's a big difference. It's a difference in the way that the winners approach every day. It's a difference in the way that you take your job serious or that you approach the small things and pay attention to the details. And so you notice when you're in a good culture and a bad culture, and it all starts at the top. And hopefully, if you're fortunate to stay in this league long enough, you'll be around the right culture. But the right culture is just doing all the positive things when no one is watching, and then hoping for great results. And when you do that, I think you're in a great culture.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. The feed to Neal. Launches it. That
Come on, Neal.
So the Bulls
Neal's got to go as well.
He's guarded by Thomas. And it's Udrih in the corner. He dishes it to Muscala. The Bulls get it back in a new 24. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Udrih dishes to Jang. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. And Neal kicks to Beverly. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Jefferson kicks to Muscala. They set the pick. Passes it to Udrih. From the top of the key. Hawes with the rebound. Hawes got rebound number 8 now on the night. Beverly with the ball. He feeds it to Neal. And stolen by Udrih. And here's the fast break. Udrih leading the way over Beverly. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. There's Neal with the 3. Connects to three-point range.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
That was the step back 3. Nothing but net.
As you look at the league right now, how different would you say it is from when you played? And if there are a lot of differences, do you like the changes?
Well, the NBA is much different from when I played. When I played, if you shot a jumper from the 15-foot range free throw line, they criticize you as a big fella. Now you have to be able to space the floor. If you were a big fella and led the break back then, they criticize you. Now you have a guy like Durant who is 6'11". So the game has changed from rules. It was so much more physical at the time. It was a slower pace. But, you know, that was then. I love the way that the game is now. I love that players have more freedom. I love that the pace is faster. You don't have to look back at your coach to have a play called every time. The trust is put in these players' skill sets. And so I love it, man. Anytime you can go to work.
Let's go, Zimmerman.
Go to work. Westbrook go to work. LeBron go to work. Irving go to work.
I don't even know why he's playing.
Watch them playing an open offense. Man, it's a lot of fun. So
taking the time out after this.
And it was fun when I played as well.
From 12 feet out, connects, the jumper drops.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Timeout charged to the Pacers. Fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Some changes for Indiana. Barnes comes in for Thomas. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Pacers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lillard outside. Back to Barnes. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go.
Hey, what's up with Udrih getting all these
He has put forth an outstanding effort on offense this quarter. He will need to keep it up if they really want to cut into this lead.
And you look at the level of talent in the NBA now, some great players. But we've heard others say the league is watered down. How do you view that statement?
Well, I don't think you can compare eras. I think it's great to argue and have fun with them and debate them, but, you know, very sincerely, unless someone can play against each other, it's just a wasted argument. There's different eras, there's different rules. Think about how many threes Larry Bird shot per game. 1.5, 2. What if he could let it fly 10 times a game? We'd be talking about a different player there. So I think times, eras, the physical play of the 80s, of the 90s, I just know that players will handle it differently. Hand checking, the way that we call flagrant 1 fouls. It's a different league, and so I just choose to celebrate the players that we have now. They're the evolution in my mind. They're kind of the culmination of all the players that have come before them. So I just enjoy the game the way it is now.
They set the pick. Screen by Jefferson. Whiteside, a screen on Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Lillard. He's guarded by Udrih. Lillard attacking.
The outstanding quickness of Lillard. He keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul in his drives.
At the line for the Pacers, Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, the league has begun a program to crunch the numbers and learn how to reduce player injuries. Chris, exciting to think that we'd be able to cut down on that part of the game.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to a guy that suffered injuries most of my career. I'm glad that we have more information now as far as, you know, looking on the bench. You have player tracking cameras, you know, the nutrition. You have more research and flexibility and strength. And so now it can all be measured. And as long as the players-doctor relationship is kept in privacy, I
good
think
defense.
Yeah, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Here's Whiteside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
And here is Barnes. They set the screen. Pass to Zimmerman. They get a hand on it. Here's Bullock. Neal defending, and the foul called on Gary Neal. That is his first foul of the game. Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Pacers.
Iman Shumpert.
Whiteside, the pass to Udrih. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Pacers making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
And you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
Here's Mickey. 5 on the clock. He kicks to Thomas. For the 3. Offensive rebound. can't get it to fall.
He's not exceptionally strong in the basket. All the defense did was make their presence felt, and it was enough to make him feel uncomfortable releasing that one.
Screen by Jefferson. There's the screen. Udrih up top. Neal defending. Udrih can't hit. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor.
Timeout here. I don't want them getting over the 100.
Indiana decides to talk it over. You look back on the last 5 off seasons or so, Chris, and there are usually huge names that change teams. LeBron, Durant, the first names that come to mind. As you went through the free agency process, how much of an influence did your agent or any sponsorships play in your role in that decision in picking your new team?
Yeah, I think every relationship is there.
All right, Lillard, player of the game.
For me, I wanted to
32.7 assists.
Place that I felt that was loyal to me. I wanted to go back to Sacramento because there had never been a small market team. I felt a really small market team that won a championship, and I saw Karl Malone try for all of those years. I saw Stockton try for all those years, Reggie try for all those years, and so I really wanted to be one of the first to kind of bring that back to the city. So my agent, my shoe company, no one could have said anything to take me away from that. That was a personal mission that I want, and I knew what I was dealing with at that time. But I think for other guys it's different. Some guys, you know, want more commercials. They like to be in a bigger market. Some guys don't want that, and they're happy staying under the radar like a Tim Duncan as long as he's winning. So I think for every guy is different, and I really believe that you have to make that decision for yourself and your family first, because if you do that, then the fans wherever you go will be much happier because you want to be there. You're not just buying time.
Udrih can't hit. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Markkanen sets the pick for Lillard. There's the 3. And they will call over the back on the play.
Whiteside doesn't even fall when you do an over the back call.
He's called for over the back.
There's nothing malicious about that play. Just isn't in a good spot and can't recover.
And stolen by Patterson. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession.
Hey, yo, wait.
Wade outside. Markkanen sets the pick for Wade. And the pass to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jang. Markkanen can't get it to go. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Udrih. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
What a total 180-degree turn here. He wasn't making anything in the first half, but he looks like a totally different player now in the second half.
Lillard dishes to Barnes. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has got 21 in the game.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And stolen by Patterson. And Lillard kicks to Markkanen. And stolen by Udrih.
What?
And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Udrih's got the ball. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
That's a very
Yo, Udrih is playing so good.
Clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Some changes for Chicago. Muscala comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Reggie Bullock. There's a good screen. Pass to Barnes. It's interesting to see the impact of technology on the game, too. I heard LeBron James. A lot of players now review footage on a tablet when they check out their play.
Well, yeah, you know, back in the older days, a lot of us went to the locker room and you would go in the room and watch it on video. So it's the same type premise. It's just that, you know, technology is better today. I mean, every guy wants to do it. You want to know what you're doing well, what you're doing wrong. You're all a coach on the floor. You're the quarterback, and LeBron especially is the quarterback of his offense. So it doesn't surprise me before that he's studying tape.
And Lillard kicks to Patterson.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He was too much for them to deal with tonight. Plain and simple. They tried
Stupid
all
plays
sorts
this
of ways
quarter,
to contain
man.
him, and nothing worked.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Wade in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good, Barnes.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love that attack mindset.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory.
All right.
And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes, like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
All right. That was a great win right here. Almost all our points came from just 2 players, really. Well, 3. Well, most of them. Where they had 5 over 10, we only had 3 players over 10, but 2 over 20 and 1 over 30. Only 29 minutes. I don't like this. Lillard should be playing more than 29 minutes. I don't have it on 38 for no reason. I need Lillard playing more, man. Markkanen played most minutes. No double-doubles nowhere. Hawes with 9 rebounds. Beverly and Lillard with 9 and 8 assists. Patterson, Markkanen, 3 steals, both of them. 4 turnovers, and 2 of them in the last 2 minutes right there. So, yeah, did very well this game. All around, we played exceptionally well. I mean, Patterson didn't get too many points. But, man, we played almost flawlessly, basically. Let's see how many turnovers we got. 12 turnovers. Man, if we would have not made that many turnovers, we would maybe have like 150 points. We're probably not first place anymore in turnovers. And let's see from 3, how did we do? Hawes, 1 for 1. Patterson, 1 for 1. Shumpert, 2 for 2. Barnes, 3 for 4. Lillard, 1 for 2. But then some of these guys, I mean, is that like 50%? It's probably like a high 40. Now, let's check out some highlights here. Who do we want to see? I think Lillard did very well. They already showed this. It's not the exact same plays. Man, he was killing it. He even got a dunk over Whiteside, which is just ridiculous. Ooh, there you go. The last highlight was the dunk over Whiteside. Beverly played well. Barnes, let's check out Barnes' highlights. Nice 3. Another one here. Another one here. Oof. Man, he was beasting. Markkanen, Wade, Patterson. I want to check out Shumpert as well. He made 2 threes out of 2 attempts. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Thomas, Ariza. No points for Ariza. Just 4 rebounds and 1 turnover in 18 minutes. But defensively, man, any player that tried to score over Ariza didn't score. And he would get the rebound as well. So that's 4 plays. 3 or 4 plays for sure. So basically, anytime they try and score past him, he's not going to let them. So that's definitely much better than having Evan Turner on the team who can't shoot threes. Gary Neal, I mean, he made 1 for 4 from the floor, and they were all 3-point attempts. But the one that he did make was a very nice sidestep 3. Woo. Which I was practicing with Lillard. Zimmerman, he played well as well. 6 points. I think 1 or 2 rebounds. Yeah, 2. 5 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds. But he did make a turnover. Who else played well? Those were really the players that I was very impressed with. Here we got Oladipo. Man, Udrih. He came in like the last quarter. He only played 13 minutes. 18 points. If it wasn't for him, they would still be like at like 91 or like 80 something, 85 points. Something like that. Whiteside only got 11. We were defending him way too well. Points responsible for, the highest for them is Oladipo with 28 and 52 for Lillard. Check out the team comparison. 48% from 3. 48. That's really good for us. That's like really good for this team. For the way that I play, at least. And we got a sidestep. Free throws, 89 is a little too low, but Mickey was getting to the line a lot. And Wade as well. He got at the line like 2 or 3 times, I think. And Mickey 3 times. Yeah, so I missed 2 with Mickey and 1 with Wade. 3-pointers, that was all good. I think Markkanen even made 1. Yeah, Markkanen made 1 out of 3 attempts. Bench points, they outscored us a little, which is okay. 23 assists, that's pretty good. We outboarded them by 5. Not too many. I mean, Whiteside is in there, but he wasn't scoring a lot, so that's good. 12 freaking turnovers, man. But they had 13. 4 blocks of 5. Biggest lead, 34. Ended the game with 22. Freaking Udrih, man. We only had 1 timeout remaining. Yo, this was a crazy good game. Besides Udrih. I should have probably just changed the defensive settings on him. But I was like, whatever, we're going to win anyways by like 20. Chemistry 74, and we just won by 22 points. And we're playing them again in 8 days. Now we're first place in the conference and first place in the division again. Alright, so next episode I'm going to do some player training, like if it's going to be low or high. And I don't know if I'm going to record changing Ariza's player training schedule or if I'm just going to do it off screen so that he improves in things I want him to improve in and all that. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you later.